In my monthly marketing planning video, I mentioned to you guys that I am going completely digital with my planner, because you guys know I normally carry around or have on my desk an actual planner, but 2022 I'm going completely digital, and here's how I'm doing that.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
What's up, icons? It's the iconic fashion figure back with a new video, and today I'm going to show you how I create my digital planner, because I've been going digital with everything. And the reason I'm going digital 100% with my planner, because you guys know I love writing in my planner, putting the stickers and all that stuff in there, but I'm going completely digital. And the reason being is because it's become tough, especially traveling, carrying all these different planners with me, and I need them with me to be able to keep up with everything I have going on. And my iPad I pretty much use for everything, and I found ways to go digital with my planner where I can have a full-on planner right in my iPad. It is almost just like having the actual planner, so there's no need for me to carry those planners around anymore because I can do it right on my iPad. So I'm going to show you some of the basics on how I create my digital planner. So we're going to start out in Keynote under choose a theme. I usually just go with a basic presentation because I don't need all this extra stuff on here anyway, but there's other options on there. I just need a blank one. And then I'll start by deleting all of this stuff on here too, because I do not need all of this. We're starting with the blank canvas. Normally this background, I will usually change the color. I know some people that like to put like a wooden background or something that represents a table. You can leave it white if you want to. I just like to put a different color on the background, so you can go to the style option and you can change the background color to whatever it is you want it to be. Then from there, you're going to decide, what size planner you want. So basically what we're seeing on the screen right now, half of that would be my planner size. So what I would do is go in and add a shape. You can do the shape that has the sharp corners as your planner size, or you can do rounded too. Technically, you can do whatever shape you want your planner to be, but I'm just going to do the basic square, and then just decide on the size you want your planner to be. Like I said, I usually use about half of this page for a planner, so about there would be my planner size, maybe about there. And this basically would start out with the front cover. Now for the cover, you can create whatever cover you want. Actually, my cover I created in Canva first and then imported it into Keynote, but if you want to change the color and just do a solid color and add text, you can do that right in Keynote. You can Google some backgrounds if you want like a design on there, whatever you want to do. But to edit the cover, you would go in here where the paintbrush is and then go to fill. You can do a solid color, you could do gradient, or you can import an image. So you have choose photo, take a photo, or insert from, like if you have it in file, so you can change that. But you can do whatever you want on the cover. Since I already have a planner created, just for video's sake, I am going to just put in a solid color and add some text. And then I just want to change the fonts. Now some of these fonts I have on here, I downloaded from other websites and brought into here, so you may not see these fonts in your Keynote. Sometime this week you guys will get a video and I'll have the app in there to show you how to download fonts. So let's just say this is my cover. Very basic, of course, but you can get as creative as you want with the cover. Like I said, use Canva if you need to. Just know the measurements that you're using here and use the same measurements in Canva, or download something off of like Google for backgrounds, whatever you want to do for your cover. Then the next thing I like to do is bring in the rings. So the rings, I literally went on Google and just Googled planner rings or binder rings or spiral rings with a transparent background. And then all you'll do is just hit the plus sign, and then when you click on photo or video, you can import a photo. I already have my planner rings, so I'm going to just go ahead and import those really quick. So here are my rings, so I'm just going to add them. I use gold spiral notebook ring. You can make these as big or as little as you want, so as you see, I just drag this to make it bigger. If I want smaller rings, I can do that and then copy and paste that to duplicate it, so that way I have enough rings to cover the entire book. But now you see I have too many, so I'll go ahead and if you double tap on it and then just drag this up to the amount of rings that you need. But I took away too many, so I'm going to double tap on that again and drag this down. So that would be if I want smaller rings, but I don't want it little like a notebook. I want it bigger, more like a planner. So I'm going to delete that one back out of here and make this bigger again. That might be too big though. And then for those of you that are doing this like on your phone or tablet and it's hard to really move around where you want an item to be, if you go to the paintbrush and then to arrange, you can use the X and Y to move things around. So the X is to move like left and right and the Y is up and down. So let's say that's just pretty much my cover. Very basic, but just to show you guys the gist of how to do it. So now that I have the cover done, I need to add another page. So this plus sign in the bottom left corner, we're going to click that and add a blank page, or you can hold on to that and duplicate that page. But now, because this is the cover, now I need to actually open the planner. So I need to duplicate this. Let's copy that and paste it, because now there's going to be two sides to the planner. So I can delete that out because that's for the cover. I don't need that stuff. And then as far as the rings, so you see these rings were for the outside of the planner because it only had one loop around. We needed to connect to both sides of the page. So those I can't use, but again, just Google your rings with a transparent background and I can paste my rings in here that I already have. So now we're on the inside of my planner. I usually make the inside of the cover a little darker though. So for whatever reason, I just like to make it a little darker. For some reason, I feel like the inside's always darker than the outside. So just a shade darker. And then now I'm actually going to duplicate this again. So we're going to copy and paste that again, because now we need the inside pages. But the inside pages is usually a tad bit smaller. Let me change the color so you guys can see, because I'm going to change it to white anyway. So it's usually a little smaller. And then I need to bring the rings forward so that way they're over the paper. Okay, so now I got my first page in. And normally the first page is like a title page. So I usually would just put like my name, the year on there, you know, who this planner belongs to. So that's easy. You just go to the plus sign and add in text. I'm just going to skip it to go to the next one. So now the next page, we're going to again duplicate that page, and then we need paper on both sides because now we're flipping back and forth. So now we saw the first page of the planner. Now when you flip it, there's two pages on each side. So again, just copy paste. So now we have the page that has the cover on it. We have the page that has the first page as soon as you open the planner, and then when the planner is actually open. So you can duplicate this third slide several times to add a bunch of different information on there. Now what I do want to show you guys, I'm not going to show you the entire planner creation. I just want to go through some of the basics, and then you guys can get creative how you want to. But the next thing I want to do is show you how to add a tab. So if you go to the plus sign, I'm going to do my tabs with the rounded corners and just size this the way that you need to, how big you want the tab. And then go to the paintbrush, that's your styling. That's where you can change colors and everything. And then I just put the tab off to the corner. I don't want it to fall off the slide. And then you can add text. So you can do the text here. The only thing is when you add the text, see how it's going the wrong way. So I'm sure there's a way you can change the way that the text is going, but to make my life easier, I just go in and do separate text and then just rotate. And then from there, you just put that on there, resize it to the size that you want, the color that you want. That's so color here, you know, get creative and do what you want. And you could do those for the entire month. But the one thing I want to show you is that you can link these tabs to other text. So let's say I duplicate this slide because slide 4 is going to be the month of January where I'll have the calendar on there. So to link that slide, I usually click on the tab. So not the font, because you have the text in there. So I usually don't click on that. I actually click on the tab behind it, and you can link this to slide 4. So when you hold on to the object that you're trying to link, at the very end it says link, and then click on link to slide, and you can choose the slide number. So now every time you click that link, it'll take you to the next slide. Because I'm still in editing form and I'm not actually looking at it, it's not doing it how it's supposed to, but if I were to click it, normally it would just take me there. And then every time I duplicate slide 3 now, the link will automatically be there. So that way when I add in the next month, I don't have to keep linking January every time. It's already linked in there for me. So to create like the calendar spread, I go to the plus sign, go to the grids, and then choose one that you like. I usually just go with the basic. You can add in the number of days you need. Let me just make this smaller because there's 7 days a week. So you want to do 7, not 8, 7. And then I usually do 5 rows going down. Now you see how this is going to split because of the rings in the middle. And I usually like to do my calendar on left and right side, so full spread. That will be a problem with the rings. So it's actually better for you to do like 3 on one side, or normally I do 4 and 4 because then I just do notes on another end of it. Let me move this up. So now I'm just going to resize it to fit the full page. Duplicate this and then add it to the other side. So then now you have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then you can have one for like notes or to-do list. This column I usually make smaller because it's the days of the week. And then to get these all even, because before, you know, that second row was bigger than the other, if you go into the paintbrush table and then row and column size, you can make this smaller so that it fits the page, but then they'll all be even. So now they'll all be even. I still have my days of the week. You can take out these lines because you have those harsh lines in there. So with all these cells selected, because these are going to be like my note section, I can merge those so that way it doesn't fit the calendar. Then from there, you can go in and add your text to add the dates on there, the days of the week on the top, but at least you have your calendar outline. Trying to think what else I wanted to show you guys, because there's a lot you can do with this. Oh, once you do the monthly, you can do the weekly pages as well. It would be the same as what we already have on the page, but you don't need these parts to be these long, these individual things. So we can technically merge all of these together, because that would be for like Sunday, you got Monday. For my weekly though, so you can merge them all together and have these long sections. I don't have the long sections on mine. I actually prefer to do mine where it's only like 2 of these. So merge just 2 together at the top. So then I have sections for days of each week. If I want to write down like my to-do or what I need to do for that day, you can do like another note section. You can have a goal section right here. I put a habit tracker on mine. This can be another like to-do list. Whatever sections you need, you might have goals for the week that you need to add in. You can have a habit tracker on there. You can put a to-do list of the week or like a checklist. This can be, trying to think what else you would need in a planner, but you have different sections at the bottom of stuff you need to put. So this is the days of the week. So you have the 7 days, a note section, goal section, habit tracker, those type of things. So that way you have more stuff on your planner than just writing down to-do lists. And then another thing I'm just going to show you inside of the fashion formula textbook that I created for fashion formula, so I don't have to do all these again. This is another thing I like to do with the months of the year. So I have the actual calendar listed out of the days of the week, just small ones, because then I can go highlight important days, or just to see visually, like if I'm trying to figure out, you know, what date does January 1st of 2022 falls on, I can see that really quick without having to pull up my phone. In this planner, I also have pages for like table of content. I do quick links. So at the beginning of the planner, I can go ahead, let's say the quick link will be for my goals page, because in this textbook, there's a lot going on in here. It's not just like a monthly planner. I have different sections, as you guys can see, for budgeting, branding, marketing, sales. So that could be some of the quick links for sections within those categories to jump to that page. And I would just link it just like I do the tabs on here. So this is like my weekly inside of the textbook for fashion formula. So like I showed you, I have those days of the week. I have a section for top priorities of what really needs to be done for that week, because then throughout the week, I can throw it in each day of where I need to do it. Or like if there's a specific deadline, I know I need to do it by Wednesday, I'll check it off the top priorities and put it in Wednesday. I have a to-do section. So at the beginning of my week, I can write down everything that needs to be done. Things that are top priorities will go in top priorities. Everything else would just go in to-do. And then I'll throw it in on each day of when I want to get that done. I have a separate section for notes. Any notes I need to take down, and that can be throughout the week. That doesn't even have to be at the beginning of the week. I can be writing random notes on Friday to remember to do for the following week. Then I have my habit tracker in here of things that I should be doing every single week, and I check it off for each week of when I need to do it. And then I also put in my quick links still, so that way I can jump to other sections of my textbook. I'm just showing you guys from the fashion formula one, so I don't have to redo it, because it will be the same steps as what I showed you how to do like the monthly and the weekly. I'm just showing you what it will look like overall when done. And then in the textbook, I still have extra sections, just like in any other planner. They give you those extra note pages to write down any anything you need to do. So this is like my brainstorm section of textbook, where you can pretty much write down anything you need to write down. A lot of times I'll use my planner note-taking when I'm on webinars, or if I'm traveling to a seminar, or I'm in meetings or anything like that. I use the brainstorm page to take notes, and I'll just write down, what it is I'm doing that day, what meeting it is, the date and time, and that type of stuff. Then I have a list version with numbers. If any day or any point of the month I need to make a list that needs numbers. I have a dot form. So again, I can go and make lists that I need to make that may not have anything to do with monthly or weekly, but I just need to write this information down to get it out my head so I don't forget it later. And then I have a table chart if I need a table chart for anything. This page you may not use every month. You may use it. You may only use portions of it, but it's just there in case you need it. This is what my monthly looks like in textbook, because I set up textbook so that way you can go in and you can add in your numbers each year in case you want to use the same planner every year and not have to create a new planner each year. Or you can go and create a new planner each year, but at least the calendar is blank so you can set in the days for the year that you decide to use the planner. And then of course I have a page with stickers, because what's a planner without stickers? Now I've created my own stickers, which I'll show you guys how to do, because I had to import these as images, but I had to use separate format to create stickers, which you can do in Canva and then just do a transparent background. The only thing was with Canva, you have to have the pro version in order to do transparent backgrounds. But I created my own stickers because in GoodNotes, you can actually use stickers, which I'm about to show you guys GoodNotes in a moment. I believe that's all the basics that I want to show you guys, pretty much just how to create the calendar, how to actually get started with the basic layout. Those quick links are amazing, so I definitely want to show you that, because then you can jump around, especially once you have a planner that has like 100 pages on there like mine is. These quick links are always good to jump to the section you need to get to. But now that this is done, I need to save this, and I'm going to take you guys to the next step. So now that you've actually created the planner in Keynote, because you won't actually use the planner in Keynote, you're just using Keynote to actually create it, you're going to import that into GoodNotes. GoodNotes is a separate app from Keynotes. It is a paid app. I want to say it's like $7 or $8, but it's one of those apps where it's a one-time fee. It's not those monthly fees. I can't stand those apps. Why am I paying every month for an app? It's a one-time fee, and trust me, it is worth the money. So if you are one that is planning a lot, if you have a business you're trying to run, I highly recommend GoodNotes, which by the way, I'm going to be doing a video during Vlogmas on all the different apps that I use on my iPad, because I use it a lot. My iPad's my best friend. GoodNotes is one of those. So the next step, we're going to import this into GoodNotes, and you'll see how and why I use GoodNotes to import my planner. Okay, so now that we're in GoodNotes and I created the planner, I've already saved it to my files. I'll go to New, Import, and then it's just labeled as Presentation 2, but I prefer in GoodNotes just because I can do stickers and all of that stuff too. So in GoodNotes, of course, you can do your writing if you want. You have your eraser, you have your highlighter if you need to highlight. There's shapes, and then this one here is where you can add stickers. So you can see some stickers are already in here because I use GoodNotes already. So here's like my YouTube one. You guys know I always upload on a Thursday. So let's say I were to put that in here, and then I can put, upload whatever video I want to upload for that day. Upload, what is this? Digital planner. So I know on that date, that is what I need to do. As you can see, I also had an Instagram one in here. So I can put that on here, put it in here crooked. I'm just going to leave it for now. And I know to post at 2 p.m. I'm just making up a time to know that I'm going to have a post there. I can write in here that I have a meeting at 10 a.m. So you guys get the point. I can do my planner how I need to. I have my notes how I need to. You can change the different pins in GoodNotes, change the colors here. Those are like 3 preset colors. You can add images in here if you want to. So if you have an image you need to add, so instead of putting Instagram posts, I can take my picture, let me resize it, and actually put that this is posting at 2 p.m. So at least I can see it visually if I want to do that. You have your eraser if you need to erase something that you need to change. But as far as doing the stickers, you can go on Google Google and just get transparent background stuff like this. You can find stickers like planner stickers on Pinterest too. You can buy them off Etsy if you want, but when you go into this little star, so now I can click it, now you can see what I can use. You can hit the plus sign and add your own stickers. I can create a whole new collection and then you click import from. Mine are always saved in my photos and then I just import them and they'll stay in here, so you can always use those stickers whenever you need to. So that's why I prefer GoodNotes, because I can really make this how I want to. You got all different type of stickers in here that you can use. They do give you some, I think. Forget how I used to get the ones they give. Oh, these down here. So I can use like the stickers that they have on here too, because they do give you some, but I usually just create my own. This is on a Saturday. I don't know why I'm doing everything crooked, but you can get really creative with it is why I use it here. So this planner is obviously not done, but once it's done, then you can really go in here and do what you need to do. Then same with the weekly. Maybe on, what is this, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'll be content planning. So that's the reason I like GoodNotes. The other good thing is, like, even though I already have my planner set, I can go in here and you can add pages. And if you go to more from template, they have like writing pages in here. If you need a note-taking page, they have planner pages too. So there's like monthly list, there's actual calendar month, there's to-do list on there, you have the weekly on there. So you don't have to go through Keynote and create your own. You can use the ones they give. I just like, they even have accounting for those of you that are using this for business. So I just like creating my own to get creative with it, and then I import it into GoodNotes to really color it, add images, all that type of stuff. I know this doesn't look pretty. I'm just showing you the different features, but you can really make it pretty. And then you guys know that page of stickers that I showed you. It's not in this planner because it was in the fashion formula one, but let's say this was the sticker page and this YouTube tutorial planner thing is a sticker. I can use this lasso tool here, which by the way, let me show you how the lasso works. If I wanted to take this text that I already wrote, I can take that and move it elsewhere, so I don't have to keep erasing and rewriting. You can move it around, you can copy and paste, you can resize and take a screenshot. So back to up here, let's say this is my sticker. I'm going to select this as my sticker, and I'm not doing it perfect, I'm just going to throw it in there and then take a screenshot. And then I'm going to copy that and go to my calendar page and paste that. So now I can actually use that as a sticker. So that page that I had in the fashion formula that had all those stickers, you can do that over and over again. You can save those to a sticker collection if you need to. And then there you go, you have stickers. So that's why in the fashion formula textbook, I have all those pages of stickers so that people can actually reuse those as stickers without having to create their own. I think that's all the basics of, oh, one other thing, if you do text and you add in a hyperlink, let me just add one in here. You can actually link things in here. So let's say I have, like with fashion formula, I do all those meetings. Some of them are virtual, so video meetings, and I can put a link to Zoom to take me directly to the meeting, because I can click open link and it'll let me know I'm leaving from GoodNotes and going to that link, and it'll literally take me right there to whatever the link is that I've chosen. So you can create links in here too, which is nice, especially if you have meetings or webinars or things you need to be to. I can add it right here in my calendar, or I can add it in the weekly view. So then when I see on my planner, oh, I need to be here at this time, I just click the link. I don't have to go searching for the link that I need to go to for these meetings. I can put the codes in here and everything. So that makes that easy as well, that GoodNotes has links that you can just click and go to wherever it is that you need to be at. And I think that's all the basics that I wanted to show you in GoodNotes. GoodNotes is really easy to use. I love it. If I take you guys back to my main page, you can see I use it for a lot of stuff. I have folders for each one of my businesses and then plus some other stuff. So now I'm in my files and I can open up the presentation that I created, and I'll just show you the quick link how that works. You guys will see it jump really quickly. So if I click on January, it jumps me to the last page. So I was up at the 3rd tab and it takes me to the 6th one. So now I'm at the end. So you can see the quick link still works. Remember, this is the cover page. So if I write property, so as you guys can see, right from files, you can write in this. So I can go ahead and mark in here if I didn't already do this in Keynote. you can write in here right from files and start creating your planner. And then you can change the colors if you guys don't know how to use this in here. You can do all of this stuff right in here and write what you need to write. And as you can see here, you have text, so you can add text if you need to, if you prefer not to write, because I'm using a pencil right now. You guys can't see that, but I'm using a pencil. But you can add text, you can add your signature. The magnifier is just so you can see close. You have shapes. But other than that, that's pretty much all you can do is add text, signature, and then you can draw, highlight, erase. You have the ruler. But the reason I don't use this way, because like I can't do the stickers. For those of you guys that just need a basic planner to write information or have to-do list, you can use this here. So I hope that video helped you guys out. Keynote is one of the ways to create the digital planner, but you can also do this in Canva. And you guys know I normally use Canva for everything, but I did this one in Keynote. It was a little easier, and that was the way I learned it first, and then realized I can do it in Canva. So I'll probably just continue doing it in Keynote just because that's what I'm used to. But of course, if you don't have Keynote, or don't know how to use Keynote, you can always do it in Canva as well. Another thing you can do is if you don't want to sit here and have to create digital planners, they are sold online everywhere, especially on like Etsy. You can download a digital planner and use those, or you can just use regular templates that you can find like on Pinterest and on Google, and you just save it to your device, whether it's your phone or iPad or computer too. And what you'll use is, if you want to use GoodNotes like I use, you can do that, or you can add it to Adobe PDF and you can edit the document there when you're ready to plan, or even in photos on like iPhone and iPad, you can mark up on those. The only thing is you wouldn't really be able to add stickers there, but you can do all the writing you need to do if needed. And even in like the Notes app on iPhone and iPad, you can add in documents on there and then write when you need to. But digital is just the way to go for everything right now. Everything is involving technology, so it's hard not to do everything digitally. So I recommend giving it a try, and if you're still one of those people that like your hard copy planner, definitely go for it. I understand, but digital has definitely made things easier for me. Thank you for watching.